So, because of the memes on this channel that have gone way overboard. Hi, how are you doing today? You look beautiful, and I do hope you know that. So, today it's a little bit different. I'm actually keeping up with the chat on my phone here. This is somewhere in between a IRL stream and not. I think my face is a bit red, but I can't really do much about that, and I don't care, because red is the color of your heart. So, how are y'all doing today? Oh look, it's Click, Smiley, a clicky plant! Yes, indeed, today we're actually going to do a plant stream, because a lot of people were interested in how to take care of a plant, because that's apparently the new obsession of this channel, so there you go. Today we're going to do an old plant stream. This is actually a pretty good retirement plan, because when I get old, and I get sick of people, and I just move on to the woods, I can still make a living as a streamer, just taking care of my trees and plants, so Yamalicious, indeed. Yamalicious. How are y'all doing? I'm going to say hello to people first, because I am a very pleasant person. Shiny Glalie. Just redirecting this a bit. Shiny Glalie. Just get Patat too. Patat isn't here right now, but I will. Mickey, thank you so much for Hydration Nation. Everyone, stay hydrated, stay moist. One for me, one for the plant. It's only water, trust me. Gay and Broadway, welcome. When I get old and sick of people, I am already at that stage. Isn't that just a massive mood? General Skåne, welcome back. Kim Deke, welcome. Ace of Hearts, welcome. Edgelord Queen, welcome back. Oh, Tobias. Oh, you're all absolutely beautiful. You're beautiful beings. Dutch XSN, welcome back. Why is Clive here? I swear to God, my name isn't Clive.
Got a sub for the plant.
Oh, Murphy, you beautiful bean. Thank you so much for the sub, you amazing bean. I will buy water with all that sub money. It's going to be quite a lot. Water isn't that expensive, so I'm going to drown all my plants just for you. I hope you're happy now. A plant equals best boy? Yes, indeed. Look at this. We're very good friends. So that's what we're going to do today, because I have a crap ton of plants that need to be taken care of, because this is the best time of year to really fix your plants, to cut them, to make sure that they grow nice and strong before the summer, because this is the time of year then when they start growth spurting. So if you want to cut them down so they grow to be all even and very nice, that's the way to do it. Do it now. At least if you live in a snowy country like I do. Imagine a ship between Click, Plant, and Simba. That sounds weirder than the ships I'm already in. Ah, yes, Plant is best boy. Shop Poggers. A plant doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Clive just pretending to take care of plant. I am basically a plant slave. So, you know, cats manage to enslave humankind. All right, that was a thing that happens. You know, they just see us as some kind of servants, essentially. And now I am basically at that stage again, but with plants. And plants don't care about us. They care about us even less than felines, okay? Felines, they're kind of like, I don't really care. I'm just going to come cuddle when you're obviously busy, probably lay on your keyboard, that kind of stuff. And plants are even worse. They don't even come to lay on your keyboard. They're just, look at this. Look at this. Doesn't care at all. It's atrocious. And still we come back for it. No, still we come back for it. It is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I've made a Stan Twitter account for the plant. Are you proud of me? Glitchy Demon, I have mixed feelings. One of those feelings might be pride, but it's really hard to tell at this point. Foxtrotting, I have a small fake plant. It will also grow if I cut it. Yes, indeed, plastic is growing. Merpsherp!
Currently, there are 4. She's my mother.
Oh!
Like you, as I've taken over her windowsill.
Oh, nice. I do wish you the best. Like, cayenne peppers are very nice. I mainly have chilies, including some sweet chilies. So this is a sweet chili. I got it from Putat's mother, actually. She sent them in a package from South America. And I managed to get them to grow here in this very frigid climate. And now I'm basically approved as boyfriend material. So that's all it took. Make the seeds grow. You can do that in multiple ways. Use your creativity. Don't do it forcefully. So anyway, here is a habanero chili. It's very cute. It used to look so much better because one of the branches died. So this used to have a third branch up here and it had like a big even crown. And now it's just like a 2D plant for some reason. I hope it grows out a bit more this summer. It's a bit of a bummer. But it's just going to be here for decoration because this one is already cut and nice. But these ones are a atrocious mess. Yes, indeed. Look at that tasty plant. Yes, indeed. So, we're going to start off with some more obvious cutting. Some stuff that I usually see my noob friends. I'm like an old lady, but I'm oddly proud of it as well. It's really nice. So, for example, if you look at this atrocious mess, this is a typical plant. And we can actually remove the support for it, I think, as all the leaves fall off as soon as I touch it. Welcome to the Click Plant stream. So I usually add a small stick to it. This is giving me some ASMR vibes, doesn't it? This feels like an ASMR video. So I usually have a stick and a couple of these just... It's kind of like... What do you even call this? Like metal wiring with some plastic on the outside? I'm not even sure what it's called. But I use some of those just to attach it to the stick to make sure that it grows in a straight line. After the base of the plant has grown thick to a certain extent, you can kind of let it free. Then it doesn't matter anymore. But essentially, at a certain stage, you kind of want to... If it doesn't grow straight, you kind of want to straighten it out. No gay plant... No. Gay plants are good, but... It's like you tell her plant, please grow straight. What is straight? I've never heard of that. Rascal plant. So essentially, this one is tall and really slinky and weird. So this means that this one will never get a fruit. It's kind of evolution. It's kind of like the plant just saying, hey there, my body is so thin that if I get a fruit, I'll basically just snap my own neck. So it's going to avoid doing that. So what you can do, which I should have done a long time ago with this one because it's already so long, is that you want to snip at the tip of it. If you do it early on, you will get a very nice branch out. But I was procrastinating because I'm an idiot. Darth, thank you so much for subbing at tier 1, you beautiful bean. Sub for 4 months. Oh, that is amazing, Darth. Thank you so much, you beautiful bean. This one is all for you. Mwah. We have a hype train for plants. Really? Alright, that was unexpected. So what you can do is you snippet it about as tall as you want it. And a pretty good rule of thumb that I usually do with these very fresh, small plants is that you will typically get branches coming out where the leaves are. So if I snippet this one here, for example, I will probably get branches here coming out on the top where all the leaves come out. But I don't want it to be that tall. I've done that mistake before, so I'm going to snip it around here. Snip! There we go. Now it's really ugly. Hi, thank you, sexy duck, you beautiful bean. Oh my, this one is all for you. Quack! I'm going to put the phone here instead, so it's a bit... No, that's even harder. What am I doing with my life? Maybe I can put it like this. There we go. Now I can read chat without picking it up. Perfect. Perfect. Let's just see so it's not in the way for the camera. Let me see whenever my own feed catches up. No, that should be fine. That should be fine. I'll move it over a little bit, Megan. Oh, thank you, Duck, for another 20 bits. You beautiful bean. Snip. So essentially what will happen now is that this one will try to grow branches out where the leaves come out. So I'm hoping because it's so even, it will get like branches coming out like this.
You know that we do hype trains for even an empty chair, so doing a hype train. I'm surprised you that much
XSN, I'm not even surprised anymore.
My name?
Oh!
Wait.
Okay wait, that was another one. Cherry Blossom, thank you.
I am so happy to catch plants.
Cherry Blossom, of course. Or do you mean IRL name? I use Cherry Blossom. I hope that's okay. Please inform me otherwise either. Excellent, thank you so much for the biddies. I'm so happy to catch plant stream. Oh, welcome, you beautiful bean. I do hope you enjoy it. So essentially what you can do with this baby is that you can just snip at the leaves that are at the bottom, and you can just toss those away. And what I'm gonna do with this baby is that I'm gonna put this in a pot of water. And this is actually a super good example, because this is the exact same plant, exact same species, just a couple of weeks older. So after a few weeks...
This is actually super interesting. So
oh, Jackson, thank you.
Really cool.
It's really nice. It's like a nice relaxing hobby I found, because it kind of grows by itself, like literally. And it's not that much effort to take care of it, but especially one thing I find so nice is growing plants that actually produce something, like chili plants, for example. Because with chilies, you don't need to grow that much to use it because they're so strong. So you can have like maybe a couple of chili plants, and that's more than enough to make a whole lot of food and spices.
As poison ivy, rolling on the floor like
As poison ivy? Merp, Sherp, you beautiful bean. 100 biddies. Thank you so much. Mwah. So essentially, you put this in a pot of water, and in a couple of weeks, it's going to grow roots from here. You can see this baby I put down here a couple of weeks ago, and here we go. Roots, baby. I'm not sure how visible that is on the camera. But there you go. So we're going to replant this one today. Maya, thank you. Ooh, from the liquor store. Oh my. Well, I do hope you have a nice afternoon beer planned for yourself because you do deserve it. So we're going to put this baby down here into the water, and it's going to be the new little root plant. And we're going to take this one a little bit later in the stream and plant it in dirt. Now when it has gotten some of these very tasty roots. So these are actually the exact same plants. This is the same thing I did with this one, but just a couple of weeks ago. So if you just put it in water, keep it hydrated, you get some roots. You don't want to leave it too long because it does have a lack of minerals. So you can see the leaves, I'm not sure how visible it is here, but the leaves are slightly yellowish, which means that it has like a small lack of nutrients. It's not critical, it's not going to kill the plant anytime soon, but there's no point of it standing in here any longer. It's not gonna gain it anything. So you might as well just replant it as soon as it starts getting any decent roots. The only lesson is to keep the roots wet. With some plants, especially like this, some mistake you can do is have the roots too far up in the dirt, for example, in the soil, and all the water shrinks down, and the root doesn't actually reach down yet, so the plant kind of dries out, especially if it's summer. So make sure to like keep it lightly moisturized until the roots have grown back to their full potential. So this baby, yeah, we can pretty much leave this as is. We don't really need to do much more. So this will probably just get some nice branches out here, and these kind of chilies, they like to have mixed sun, I would call it. Don't have them in direct sun during the summer, they will be fried. But don't have them in shade, they will be very sad. So you can kind of notice it very, very easily. If the leaves start growing lightly yellow, somewhere between green and yellow, it's getting too much sun if the leaves are paling. If it's starting to lose leaves, then it has way too little sun. So sometimes, for example, here in Sweden, you will notice your chili plants lose a few leaves during winter because it's too shady. Doesn't mean that they're dying. They will recover the leaves later in the spring again. It's just kind of put them in hibernation for quite a while. So, down you go. Let's see, we also have this baby. Hell yeah, look at the boom. Man, this is just a complete disaster, isn't it? Have you ever had a spiral bamboo plant? Ooh, I haven't. That sounds pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie. This stream is 100% vegan, yes. Do I spot IKEA scissors? I think they might be. Click is the best cottagecore girl. Have you tried growing honeyberries? You can grow in Russia, and they do better in the cold. But for them to produce, you need 2. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because some plants, most plants I have, like these chilies, for example, they can actually self-pollinate. So as long as you will notice that on some of these, they have very small snippets here that are coming out that are going to be flowers. And you can just take a fingertip, for example, and just bloop, 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 poke around between the flowers a bit, and that will fertilize them fully. Some plant species don't actually self-fertilize. Wouldn't that be easy, right? We don't have to date anymore. We can just self-fertilize. That'll be amazing. Damn.
Yay.
Atom, thank you so much for 100 biddies, you beautiful bean. This one is all for you. Mwah. Oh, you're all so supportive. I like vibing here. So for this one, it's pretty even already. I want to cut up some of these lower leaves because they're kind of ugly. So I'm just going to snip these off. And then what I want to do is have an even crown so the plant can grow a bit wide, but not grow too tall. The same rules apply to this one as the last one. It's if it grows too tall, it's not going to have any fruit. That goes for pretty much any plant. If you want to grow, for example, seasonal tomatoes, for example, make sure to cut them down early, because otherwise they will grow into these long, weird, slinky plants. I did that mistake last summer. No, I didn't cut them early enough. So we're just going to snip it, this little thing right here. And from the leaves right here, we're going to get a few new nice branches. So hopefully this one is going to grow thick and nice. And you can see that this one is a bit crooked. It's actually been standing towards the sun in just one direction a bit too long. So I'm going to try to spin it around when I put it back on my windowsill. Thank you so much, Anna, for another 100 biddies, you beautiful bean. Duh. Tell me a plant fact. Most plants are green. At least these ones. And you can actually, the funny thing with these chilies is that you can actually smell the taste. You can smell how strong they are. It almost burns you a little bit down your mouth, even when you just smell it after you cut them. It's kind of nice. That's how you know it's a good frickin' chili. And I just want to snip at these leaves off, and this one can actually also go in the water bucket, because I have a few friends and family who want some sweet chilies because you can't really find them anywhere here. So I am just saving a few extra to give away. I have like 5 people that want these. Probably Panda, thank you so much. And make plant merch. Oh my god, wouldn't that be a thing? Oh my god. Slow Keymaster, thank you so much for subbing to Twitch Prime, beautiful bean. The resubscribed 2 months, that is amazing. Thank you so much, Slow Keymaster. This one is all for you. Mwah. Plant dealer? Pretty much, yeah, I'm the family plant dealer. Not like that though, legal plant dealer, just chilies. So this one is pretty much ready. I don't have to do much more with that one. So we can put this in the done pile. Do I have a done pile? I can have the done pile over here maybe. Woo! But not too much in the way because I have a chonker over here who I have to bring into the picture soon. Do you want to see my biggest one? The biggest chili I have. It's a monster. It's not gonna fit on the table. It's basically the habanero chili I have used to grow all the other chilies I have, basically, apart from the sweet chilies because they are a different sort. Check this out. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Oh, why? Oh. Oh. All right, here we go. Yeah, here it is. Hello. This is it's a really big habanero. It's you can check out just the girth of this baby. It's like a small tree essentially. So this one I have been growing for a few years. I think this one is 3 years old, I think. Something like that. I'm gonna keep it over here for now. It has to get some snippeting done, but we're gonna save that for a little bit, because, God, it's a chunker. Can we call them Dave? You can call them whatever you want. Smexy, snip, snip. Say something, plant. Oh my god, my chat is encouraging plants to talk to them. Well, I guess your social skills are about on par with mine, so that makes sense. That's why we're all here together, enjoying our company. No, I think the people in this community are actually quite sociable. At least in the way that matters, which is the good way. This is the one that we just... Have we snippeted this one yet? This one is actually quite nice. All I want to do with this one... This is the one I was saving the stick for, because this one is really nice. I'm just going to snap a couple of the lower leaves here. There we go. I really like this one, the shape and the thickness of it, but it's a bit too crooked. So what I'm going to try to do is just add a stick to it.
Snip, snip. Gardening 101 with Professor Clive. Very educational. H is secretly the high priest of plant cult.
Thank you so much, XSN, you beautiful bean. Yes, indeed. Here we are in the church of Snip Snip.
Do any of them have names?
Actually, no, I haven't named any of them. I call this can be called Big Chunk, this baby. They get a lot of fruits, these ones. I think this one, you can easily get like 20 or 30 chilies a season on it, if you cut them down in time so the branches are strong enough. It's actually really nice. You can get multiple batches of it. But for this one, it's still a bit crooked. So essentially what I'm going to do is put a stick in the middle and put small attachers right where it's bent. So I'm going to put one attacher here and one here. And that will basically put it in this kind of angle to straighten it out. And if I leave it like that for a week or two, the whole thing will grow to be completely straight. Not like that. The plant is still probably super gay, but it can look straight on the outside, I suppose. But it likes sticks, so that's something. Wow, I should stop making these jokes. It just sounds really weird in reference to plants. Gay plant supremacy. Chat, I swear to God.
Just wondering, thinking face green heart.
Ooh, I make a few different things. Merp. So one thing I'm doing with some of the chilies is that I freeze them and save them, and then I use them for example, chilies, for spices. I usually give them to my parents sometimes, because they use them to cook more than I do, actually. So that's pretty nice. Whenever I meet them, I sometimes bring a few chilies. But I think I need one more of these attachers for the top, actually. So we should go get that. Let's see. So I'm going to attach one more right here, and then I'm going to go get a few. I will actually show you what I do with some of the chili fruits that I grow. So I'll be back in just 1 minute. Enjoy company of plant. Oh my god, that's what you usually like anyway. So this isn't even away from screen. This is the main show. Oh god, my pants. Oh.
Plants stream MMMMMM.
Howdy, plant. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I feel like some kind of salesperson for shady herbal life. Hello, fellow mominators. Today we're gonna make our own herbs for healing so plants. Ooh,
Pepper and vanilla vine.
that is so nice. I have a coffee tree too. I used to have a couple of lemon trees, but they died sadly. Lemon trees smell so freaking good when they have flowers. Oh my god, it is the best thing ever. If you have never tried it, go to like a plant shop and smell a lemon tree while it's having flowers. It's the best thing ever. It's so hard to resist buying it though after you smell that. Fall off a cliff. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. You beautiful beings. Mwah. Do you have a cacti too? I have a lot of cacti. They don't require as much attention though. So here we go. We're just going to attach this little baby right around. Let's see now. Let's move this branch to the side. And let's just attach this baby on the top. So that will keep this one straight. Probably not. Oh my god. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful. So now it's going to grow relatively straight. Not really. It's going to be super gay plant. I mean, I literally pollinate them between themselves. They're just sitting there like, hello there, you. My plant shop is just basically grinder. So let's put this one over here. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Click, please make a video series about how to take care of plants. I'll probably do it here on Twitch in that case. I find that more interactive, more entertaining. YouTube is not very great when it comes to... if you do variety content on YouTube, YouTube has a tendency to punish the videos a lot. So I prefer to do my mixed content here on Twitch because, I don't know, it just works better for some reason. I find it more enjoyable too because then I can do mixed content that is kind of experimental and I can see what you guys think of it in live time, which is really nice. My plant shop is basically grinder. Click 2021. Oh my god. Ken Kami, Hydration Nation, baby. Where did I put my hydration? Oh, right. It's behind the phone. I used it as support. I'm an idiot. Thank you so much. Hydration. And we are also going to give little hydration to plant. Amazing. So, here's what I do with the chilies that I don't use in cooking like instantly. We did use it to make some taco sauce and stuff with potat actually some time ago. This is the stuff I put in the fridge, basically just fresh fruit. I can actually show you. This is what one of these habanero fruits look like when it's fully grown. So it looks like a small pepper, but it's a billion times stronger, and you will die if you eat the whole thing. I tried a slice of it once, and I almost died. You can smell the spiciness, even though they're frozen. Oh, I'm gonna close this before I die. Holy shit. Oh, this is so much. Whew! Let's put this over here. And this one is just dried chilies that I'm kind of low-key drying in the... I basically just hang them up in strings by the windows, and I'll let them dry in the sun. And you can tell when they're fully dried, when they're like super light, and just like, yeah, like air.
I'm growing ghost peppers right now.
Oh my god, that is so... Ghost peppers are demonic, but that is really cool. That is really cool. And what I'm planning to do with these, when I have enough, is that I'm just gonna take off the backside and just grind them down into a mixed chili powder. So I have homemade chili powder, essentially, to put in, well, whatever I'm cooking, or on top of tacos, or just to you know, have some fun with my friends who are hungover and passed out. Alright, I'm gonna go put the ones in the fridge back, actually, before they go bad. I'll be back soon, baby. Oh, yeah.
Gay plants. Transplants.
I have returned. Oh! This is like sitting on the floor. Surprisingly cozy. It's killing my knees, though. I need to sit more comfortably. This is good for now. I don't have to walk today, so it's fine. So, let's see. Here's the pot I have planned for this little baby with the roots. We'll put that over there. And let's see, what more do we have? We have this baby. Very much the same kind of symptom as the last one. It's very tall, very smirply. So I actually want to remove the stick from this first off and see how it does on its own. And then I'm going to cut off the top. I should have cut off the top on these ones like a week ago, but I kind of forgot. So don't do this because they grow into these kind of really... Like, this is never going to hold a fruit. Look at this. It's a disaster. So what I'm going to do is cut this as far down as I can without necessarily just killing it. Which should be... Oh, thank you. Just dying as soon as I touch you. Well, that's good. Goes well. So I'm thinking about right here. There we go. That should do the trick. Because then it has a bit of a space left to grow new branches. But it will still have... it still is not so tall that it's just going to break on its own weight. Cherry Blossom is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Cherry Blossom, you beautiful bean, thank you so much. That is way too generous. I do hope you enjoy today's cozy little plant stream. And if you are one of the lucky ones who received a sub, you can actually link your Discord account to Twitch, and you get some awesome VIP roles on the Discord server. That is right. Pick up your plant role today. We should do that, though. We should add a plant role. Let's see, is this worth straightening out? I kind of like this bend, though. It's kind of cute, because then it goes straight up here, so this is kind of nice. This is not a straight plant in that case. So this plant is very not straight, but I like it. So I'm going to put it over here. Like, this commentary out of context is so weird. Is it Ace Day? Really? Is it? Can we get some of those emotes in chat? Oh, yes, indeed. Spam those emotes in chat, baby. Hell yeah. Oh, that is so nice. I don't dare to tell exactly which emote, because I'm low-key colorblind, so I always mix them up. But I'm trusting you know which one it is. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Hell yeah, chat. Hell yeah. Ah. Oh, it's asexual flag. Oh, yeah, I know. It's mainly just the colors that... Actually, this one is... Yeah, the asexual... It's mainly colors in the middle that kind of blend in a bit for me. It's a little bit weird. It's like that. I always... whenever I want to post a flag somewhere, or, like, use a reference, I always just Google it and copy-paste the image and confirm just to make sure. And I have to compare them really close, because some of the colors for me, they come in very tightly together. I think I've done that at some point before, like... Oh yeah, that's the pride flag. It's like, no, it's not. Like, oh. It's not because I don't know or I don't care. It's because I legit can't tell them apart. Glitch Fox, thank you so much for subbing with tier 1, you beautiful bean. No, you gifted a sub and gifted it to Mindoriel. Thank you so much, you overly generous bean. This one is all for you. Mwah. Aw, you guys are way too generous. You make me so happy. Aw. Ah! Aw. Shin Try Aces, welcome back with your new cool name. You might say that you really have an ace up your sleeve. Yeah, that's the low bar we have set today. So, what do we have here? Oh yeah. This one is a little bit of a disaster. This is a plant that I cut a bit too late in the summer, so some of the branches didn't end up growing the way I had planned. So I'm not sure what I can do with this currently. It's like, it's not dead on this side, but it's a bit dried off. It's starting to get some new, very small branches like here and up here. So I think this one I'm actually just going to leave alone and see which branches end up growing, and then I'm just going to cut the other ones. So this one I can probably leave alone for now. It took a bit of the beating during winter, this one. It's going to be fine. It's going to survive. It's just going to take a little while to recover. And it's got cat hair on it. I wonder where that came from. Simba, little rascal. Great jokes, thank you. The wholesomeness here is making me smile like an idiot in class. That is amazing. The best smiles are the ones that make you look like an idiot. Trust me. I know very well from experience. Got any transplants? Is that a medical pun as well? Like, it's a plant pun and it's also a medical pun. It's like, can you imagine that with a doctor? Like, hey, is your heart not working? How about a transplant? And you just bring in a plant with like a trans flag on it. It's like, what? Beautiful, beautiful. Like, doc, I'm dying here. Nope, transplant. Look at it. Look at that. So that one I'm just going to leave alone for a bit. And this one has slightly, you can also see this on the leaves here. And also on the branches, that this is slightly yellowish. Also the leaves here are a bit weak. So this one probably had a bit too much sun for the past few days. So I'm going to leave this on like a table or something in my kitchen where it gets sun, but only for maybe like 1 or 2 hours a day. It's like the shady house, the shady side of my apartment. You're ridiculous. I love it. Thank you. Can the pan plant gang also have a small plant? Maybe. No. Yes, every plant. Oh my god. I'm gonna end up having to like print a flag for each individual pot or something like that. My chili plant died. I'm starting to realize why now. Aww. Well, hopefully the next one does better. Believe me, I have had so many plants that have died. I had a lemon tree that died, partially due to bugs, but still. So having your plants die is not something unusual. It happens. That's also why it's kind of cool to, if you have enough, it's nice to save some seeds or save some like sticklings of your plants. Because if a plant ends up dying, it's really cool to have like the bloodline left, so to say. So actually this one is also an habanero. This one is directly planted from the big boy right here. So they are part of the same family. I took a fruit from this one and planted this one. Another one that came from the same family is actually this one, which you can kind of tell because it's about the same shape and has the same leaves. So this one requires a little bit of snip work. Not that much, because I did snip this just a few weeks ago, but it does have a few branches that are starting to grow, like this one. I don't want to cut it off. I'm not sure if you can see this. It's kind of tall. I'm going to bring it back a bit. So, up here, for example, you can't see that. Damn. Let's see. How about now? Yeah, maybe that's better. Hopefully I don't tip it over myself with all the dirt. So, here, for example, you can see that this branch is starting to grow kind of long. It's still not long to the extent where it like will reach outside and get ugly, or where it's so long that it can't support fruit, but it will reach that length eventually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna snip the top, and that will hopefully reinforce it to grow to the sides instead and get new branches out from the leaves. So just snip up the little top and in the trash you go. Apart from that, this one is more or less in good shape. It also has a small weird branch here, but I'm gonna leave that for now because it's a bit too thin. I want it to grow a bit thicker before I actually start cutting it. So this one is in pretty good shape. I hope the crown grows thicker this summer because it's a little bit too thin at the moment for my taste. Yeah. Thank you so much, Tam, for the 100 biddies, you beautiful bean. I love this. Oh, that is so nice. Blue sky. Thank you very much for showing up.
Planning to set up a PO box?
Ooh.
Are you aware you could receive a pattern of?
Oh my god.
Your apartment could be a jungle.
Excellent. I would have to set up like an automatic water system. It's already getting a little bit overwhelming. But I am planning to set up the PO box soon. I've tried to get all my projects currently in some kind of order so I can get them done. So the first project I will try to finish, because I just recently got all the materials home that I want to use for the video, is to release the FNAF rap on the music channel. Then I also want to do the charity stream for the main channel that we're doing for the celebration for 600k, because I procrastinated that for a couple of weeks. After those two are done, I would probably get to fixing the PO box.
With Clive, not click Clive, okay.
Ooh! Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Amaya, for the 100 biddies. I might pop a beer later today. That would be pretty nice. That would be pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. I'll use your biddies for a nice little sip of beer. Thank you very much, Maya. And I do hope you enjoy your beer as well if you have one, because you were on the way home from the liquor store, right? So do enjoy an afternoon beer. All right, here we go. This one also kind of fell victim to, I don't know, just getting dry and shitty. So I'm gonna leave this alone for now and just see if it recovers. It has a few more branches right here, but it did grow very dry during winter. It kind of went into hibernation, and then, well, it hasn't happened much since. So this one might be a dud in the long run. It has a very strong stem, so I'm hoping it recovers, but we will see. We'll see what happens. You can never guarantee it. And this is one I made the mistake of cutting too late in the summer, I think. So it didn't really quite recover, so these stumps just kind of dried up, which is a bit of a shame. Don't do that. Thank you so much, Anton Styler, for subbing with Prime, you beautiful bean. This one is all for you. Mwah. Mindorial, I am amazed by the wholesomeness and generosity of Clicks, Salty, and OT's communities. I've received a gift sub in all 3 channels, and I'm just like, wow, thank you all, you're amazing people. Aww, that is so nice. That is so nice. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a part of this community. It really means a lot. We have a lot of fun. We really do. And it would not be the same if it wasn't for all you guys. I mean, we would still probably make creative stuff, but we would never be able to do it to this extent. You guys make this all possible, and that's not even an exaggeration. Okay, let's see. We have this little baby. Oh, hello. And this one followed the same kind of pattern. I had like 3 or 4 of these plants that I waited a little bit too long with cutting. So I'm just going to have to do the same thing with this one. Just snippet it around here. But I'm also going to save the top in case I have more friends and family that want a couple of these sweet chilies, because they are incredibly rare in Sweden. Not a lot of people have them, so They are very nice. If you have friends that are interested in plants, it's almost like trading Pokemon cards. I've done that before with friends. Like, oh, you have this really rare chili. I have this one that's really rare for blip, blip, blip. And then it kind of just turns into Pokemon. Let's see. Here we go. And down you go. I'm going to have to spread these out between a few different pots in the near future. But they can sit there for now so they don't grow bad. Also going to remove the stick for this one. Because one thing you want to avoid with plants as well is if you have them supported for too long, they will kind of get spoiled and only try to grow taller. You do want them, you want to like force them to roughen up a bit. So only having the stick in the beginning to straighten out the plant is a pretty good idea. This leaf looks pretty unhealthy. I'm just gonna snip it. But then in the long run, you wanna let it grow freely, so it doesn't. So it feels like, oh, if I go too far here, I will snap myself, kind of. So you wanna roughen them out. Let your kids feel the real world. Man, it sounds like a horrible parent. To some extent, you really need to be a horrible parent for your plants to go strong. You cut off their limbs and shit. All right, let's see. So what I want to do is take this little baby that we had in here with roots. Here we go. It's not super many roots. If you're unsure about it, you can wait longer as well. You don't have to do it as early as I'm doing it. I'm mainly doing it because I already have so many sticklings already from this project today. And this one is also starting to grow kind of pale. The leaves are paling, which means that it will probably drop the leaves when I replant it and grow new ones. That's typically how it goes in the long run. But that should be roughly enough roots if they stay hydrated. They will also start growing very fast if put in proper soil. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fill this baby up with some soil. Do I even have something to take soil with, or did I forget that? I have a soil box. I have soiled myself. I'm just going to bring something to bring the soil out of the box with. I'll be back in just 30 seconds. Ooh. Here we go. I found an old nice little spoon thingy that we can use. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yes. We are alone. Put corn in chat, the word corn. Chat is just rascalities. Look at this. Well, then my plant is a rebellious teenager that refuses to die. No, Paul, I don't want to die. Be a good boy and die. Jesus. This got dark really fast. So, here we want to go. So I'm just going to fill up this little pot with a few scoops of the goody woodies. Bloop. Look at this, Chad. This is so wholesome and cute. One thing that would be really cool if people send me seeds for the P.O. box. I hope I don't kill anything. I would feel so bad if I'm like showing one stream like, oh yeah, I got these really cool seeds in my P.O. box. And then a week later like, oh Click, can you show us how the plant from the P.O. box is doing? No. Damn, this is a big ass bag. Come on, baby. Stop being stubborn. Work with me. Ah, yes, indeed. Beautiful. I can't believe I have 300 people watching a Swedish dude digging dirt on a studio floor.
By plant there is even Click on the stream. Just kidding, enjoying showing your plants some love.
Aw, cat in between. Thank you so much for the biddies, you beautiful bean. This one is all for you. Mwah. It's all about the plants. The P in P.O. box stands for plant. Yeah. It stands for plant.
So since you're putting the plant from one place to that pot, It's a transplant. Proud of your plant for coming out transgender pride.
It's literally coming out. It's coming out of the water pot to the dirt pot. It's literally coming out and getting a transplant. Ooh, I see. It's a transplant. That is beautiful, Jackson. Thank you so much for the contribution of the puns. You know I appreciate a good pun. Plant coming out day. Woo! I should do another stream when I put some of the plants out on the outside and just like plant coming out day. Woohoo! Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. Bloop. I got a pansy as a present from my mother-in-law. The bottom leaves are starting to turn yellow and the flower grows weak very fast. I'm scared it will die. Any tips, anyone? Google how much water and how much sun your specific plant requires and follow those instructions. Usually when a plant slowly or gradually grows weaker, it's usually because either the dirt is too moist or maybe too sour, but usually it has to do with sun. If it's too moist and stuff, the process of the plant dying is usually much, much faster. When it goes like sour, it just like lose all the leaves and let's die freaking instantly. So if it's slowly growing weaker over time, it probably doesn't get enough sun or getting too much sun, one or the other. So Google how much sun they typically need and try to follow those instructions. Here we go. That's a pretty reasonable amount of dirt. So what I want to do here is just take this little planty boy and I'm just gonna dig manually in the middle, create a nice little hole, about halfway down maybe. It's not super important, it's gonna end up growing by itself. Obviously it's a plant. And then you just cover up that hole, you compact the dirt around it a bit so it stands stable.
Clicky wholesome plant educator UWU.
Thank you so much, Jackson, for the biddies, you beautiful bean. And there we go. Perfectly planted. Now we're just going to hydrate it a bit. And it's important for the first couple of days to keep it a bit moist so the roots don't go dry. Because this one is used to standing in just a glass of water and having constant access to water. So the roots don't quite reach the bottom yet. So the roots need to be moisturized for long enough for them to grow to the bottom so it can properly sucky the water like a normal big boy plant. So I'm just going to do this as well to even out the moisture a little bit. Just kind of sploosh the leaves. Can do it on these ones too, why not? There we go. Beautiful. Perfect to do in your studio with all your electricity. Amazing. So there we go. This is going to be a happy little plant. And we can just move some of the dirt around here, kind of even it out a bit. There we go. Because the dirt always sinks in on itself when you add water. It removes all the air. So there we go. Now we have replanted this little bad boy. And I will put it back in the window and it should grow big and strong. Hydration Nation from U9 Corn. Unicorn, I suppose. Thank you so much. Let's have a snippety for us too. Remember, it's not only plants that require water to live. Bob Ross vibes, indeed. I have one aloe vera plant to my name, but I love it. Aloe vera plants are really nice. You can actually make some really nice creams and stuff from it. For example, if you get a burn wound, or if you want to try to, for example, repair after acne and stuff, you can actually reuse your aloe vera plant for that. You can take the leaves at the very bottom and kind of snippet them off, because it always grows at the top. It always grows like this. So take the bottom leaves, and it doesn't stay fresh for very long, so I would suggest if you're going to harvest it when you're going to use it. And I can actually show it. I have an aloe vera plant. I didn't bring it initially because I wasn't planning on doing anything with it, but I suppose I can show it. Yeah, it's growing a bit out of control. I added it to a big pot and now it's just like a titan. There we go. This is my little aloe vera boy. Yeah, it's kind of chunky. Oh, it's a big boy. It is a big boy. And actually, it's a little bit... It's like a little bit dusty, Could use a little bit of just a sploosh. A little sprinkle. There you go, boy. There you go. That's gonna be good for you. Amazing. One thing I've noticed with aloe vera plants is that the roots can go bad really easily if the water is very dry for a very consistent amount of time. Let's see, is that more visible? Kinda, yeah. What you can do to rescue an aloe vera plant that is dying, because they usually die from the bottom up, I've noticed. If the dirt gets sour, for example, the roots usually rot. What you can do is just rip the plants out of the dirt, put it in a pot of water, and it will actually grow new roots.
I saw that the notification said plants.
Miss Lisa!
I'm sorry I doubted the title before I started watching.
Welcome to the stream, Miss Lisa, you beautiful bean. So if your aloe vera starts struggling, you can actually replant individual leaves from it too. Because they get roots really easily. Just put it in some water, it will have roots within like a week or two, and then you can just replant it, it will grow into a full new plant. This one actually died. Or well, not completely, but the roots on this plant actually died. This was a gift from Potat to me about a year ago. And I was so bummed out when it started dying because it had some bugs in it, and the dirt was sour. It was a really bad pot the store had given her where it came in. So I just took it out, I washed it off completely, got rid of all the bugs luckily, and then I just let it rest in water for like 2 weeks. When it had healthy roots, I replanted it here, and it's been growing ever since. So aloe vera plants can be rescued quite easily when it comes to that. Not from everything, I mean, they're not immortal, but when it comes to getting new fresh roots, if the roots start rotting, or if you have a infestation of bugs, you can actually rip the plant out of the dirt completely, put it in water until it's clean, and it can survive like that for a very long time. Yeah. There you go, boy. You can rest down there. And a goodie. Ah. Yes, indeed. I missed the 12-hour stream and it made me very sad. Miss Lisa, I'm currently rendering it to upload it to YouTube. It took me like 16 hours to render it, so I did it overnight. It's still not done, so maybe I'll upload it today.
Who can keep their plants alive? I managed to kill a cactus more. Once, so I've just given up. Clicky wholesome.
No. I mean, it's not rocket science per se. I think you just need to get the vibe for it, so to say. It's not super complicated. It's more like, it's a trial and error. I have killed so many plants too. And that's why I have many chilies now, because I don't expect all of them to survive. That's kind of how you do it. Where he uploads streams. I upload some of them I save as highlights here on Twitch. So if you go to the highlight tab on my channel, you can see many of my past streams I've saved as highlights. Some of the stuff I upload to my second channel called Clicky, but I don't typically upload complete VODs. I've done that a couple of times, and I'll do that with the 12-hour stream as well. But there I typically upload small highlight clips from streams and that kind of stuff, or secondary edits that don't really belong on the main channel. So I suppose if you're looking for old streams, the highlight section on the channel here is the best place to find them. All right, I'm gonna snippety big boy. Come here, big boy. Hell yeah. Oh my god.
2 years ago I got one of those mini cactuses from Walmart and it's still alive, but their flowers were fake and glued on by the store underscore.
Yeah, that's a classic. Oh, they suck. I've had so many of those too. It's so sad when you think it's a beautiful flower thing and you realize, like, wait a minute, these are fake. Now I've entangled my entire headphone wire into Big Plant. Big Plant? Stop! Oh my god! Okay, there we go. There we go. Nice. Alright, so I have a couple of branches that I want. This one, for example, is just growing long and slinky. So this one needs to go. Let's see now.
Also a short reminder that all of you are amazing and beautiful and deserve nothing.
There we go. Yes.
Love and respect, Clicky. Wholesome, I missed you all during the weekend.
Aww. Thank you so very much, you beautiful bean, Miss Lisa. And I do hope you enjoy the rest of this beautiful plant stream. Oh, you're more than welcome to vibe with us. Let's see. This one is pretty tall, but I do like it. Because this one has been growing. I had it standing in this direction for quite some time. So it's very obviously grown towards the sun. So what I want to do after this is just turn it around to make sure that it grows evenly. Because as you can see, this backside is a bit empty. Let's see, it does have a couple of small dry branches here. Probably from the winter that just kind of died. Ooh, this one actually has a little bit of growth on it. So I'm going to see if I can get that one to grow freshly. This one is also pretty dry and dead. I'm just gonna snip that. This one too. There we go. Doesn't have any more dry stuff that is just kind of dead and redundant. Not really at the moment. It has a couple of these ugly little outpokey things. Let's just grab those. This one we can keep for now. Yeah, looks pretty good. This one is growing long and slinky too, but I like the direction it's growing in, so I'm going to leave it for now and see what happens. But yeah, this one is looking quite nice. This one is also growing kind of long and slinky, so I'm actually going to snip at that right there and hopefully have it branch out instead. Otherwise, the branch just gets too heavy and can't have any fruit or flowers anyway. It just leaves. But there we go. That is a pretty nice result for this bad boy. So this one, you can see the girth of this thing. It's basically the same thickness as a grown man's thumb. This whole thing. So I think this one I've had for about 3 years. It's probably produced roughly, I don't know, 50 Habanero Fruits right now. It's also the parent of these small ones, of these Habanero Fruits. So this is like the Grandmaster Chili. It's really nice. I really like it. And the habanero ones are so pretty because the leaves, it grows really bushy and really wide. The leaves are round and nice, and the fruits look really good. The fruits are like yellow when they're ripe, which merges so well with the green in the plant. It's a very aesthetically pleasing thing. So I really do enjoy this one. I really do enjoy this one. This is probably one of my favorite plants out of all the ones I have, just because of all the time and effort I have put into this bad boy. And now it's summer, so it's finally growing. It was really ugly during winter because it lost like 80% of the leaves. And now it's finally started growing again. So that's really nice. They don't typically die from it. They just kind of hibernate, just like the trees outside do when there's not enough light. So no need to worry about it unless they don't regrow when summer starts. Let's see. If I ever learn how to make a game, I'll make a game where you date plants. The popular guy is a flower. There will be the tall guy. The bully will be something poisonous. Oh my, that sounds so good. It sounds like bee stars, but plants. That sounds really cool. How long does it take for them to get fruits? Very good question, Leon Stress. Leon Stress? Yeah, Leon Stress. Leon Stress? Something like that. I'm probably butchering the name. But it's a very good question. So for these chilies, for example, if you plant one of these from scratch, just from the seed, I would say if you plant a seed early in the spring, you will get your first fruits the same summer. So to get fruits from chili plants is usually really fast because they're not actually trees. They're like bush plants. So they mature very quickly. If you're planting a tree, it takes a lot longer. I have a small mango tree as well. I didn't bring it in here because it's really ugly right now. It's still recovering from the winter shade. If you have a tree, it takes like 4 or 5 years for it to get fruit, if it's even big enough. You can speed it up slightly by, I think it's called grafting. You basically take a branch from an already mature tree, you kind of stick it into your less mature plant, and that branch will basically already be mature and it will have fruit faster than the rest of the plant. But for chilies, no need to do that. If you plant a seed...
Want to know how many plants do you actually have there?
Oh god. In this room right now, well, there's like 4 of them in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21 if you count the cactus. Most of them aren't in this room usually, but yeah, that's what this room looks like right now. But yeah, so for chilies, it's a very... If you want to try a plant that actually gives you something in return, like fruits or something you can use, I would highly recommend a chili. Because one, you don't need to grow that much to use it. 1 chili fruit is enough for like an entire bowl of spicy soup or an entire chili bowl or something like that. So you don't need to grow much to use it. And the second thing that makes it so rewarding is that it doesn't take long for them to get fruit. If you plant one now, for example, I would say you probably will see your first fruits in June, maybe July, something like that. It grows really fast. It grows really fast. Maybe August, depending on the kind and how much you snip it down. And also remember that you have to pollinate them manually. What kind of chili? These ones are habanero chilies. I can really recommend those. They have a really good taste. The fruits are very round and pleasant to look at, and the plants also grow very bushy. I have a few other chilies. I don't have them here right now, apart from the sweet chilies. But some chilies grow really tall. They are really difficult to get this kind of shape on. You cut them and they just keep going up, and you're like, no, cut them and they keep going up. They just want to grow tall and slinky. I suppose it depends on where in the world they come from. They're like competing with the fauna around them, or with the plants around them rather. Habaneros go really bushy. That's what I like about them. They look very good, like this one for example. It's this really pleasant shape of it. Yes, indeed. Liz Misanthrope, thank you.
Plants I've managed to keep alive are my 2 mint plants, which are turning into trifords and necroria. The other 8 plants we don't talk about.
Oh, that is beautiful. I need to I need to grow some more herbs. I had a lot of basil and stuff last summer. They all died from bugs though, sadly. But it's really nice to have herb plants. It's really nice. Oh. Should click send chili to staff? Yes, 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 or yes. Is that really how democracy works? I'm not entirely convinced. Complete with fun. I just want to make this here chili. Trying to outgrow Simba. Oh. I once had a Venus flytrap. Ooh, I had that as a kid, I remember.
Stay out of trouble, my kittens. It's currently
Caled.
prohibited to send most seeds to most places. Sweden included risk of E. coli bacteria contamination, basically.
Oh, thank you for the information, Caled. I actually didn't know that. But okay, good to know. So maybe sending seeds is not something available right now, unless I drowned in disinfectant, I suppose, which might kill everything else as well. So might have to wait. We'll just do streams like this instead when we take care of plants and just do it all cozy together. We have the choice which yes we want, so yes, democracy. XSN is 10. Thank you so much for gifting a sub in the community. You beautiful bean, this one is all for you. Mwah. Thank you so very much. Aw. But yeah, I really like this one. It's a shame that the branch died, because it was so
From
pretty.
Minecraft to plants really are the embodiment
Artexy.
of a variety stream. Not that in complaining, please continue this fascinating route you have chosen.
Artexy, thank you so much. I really do enjoy it. It's kind of what I like with Twitch compared to YouTube. I mean, I love what I do on YouTube too, don't get me wrong. But YouTube is very easy to get stuck in a niche. Because how the algorithm works is basically YouTube looks at watch time and click-through rate to decide how good your video is and how many people it should show it to. So if you make very mixed content, it means that only a certain percentage of your audience is going to be interested in each video, which will lower the click-through rate and interest, which will tell YouTube this is a bad video, don't show it to anyone. So on YouTube, the algorithm very much encourages you to follow a specific niche. Some people have managed to break out of it and make quite varied content, but for most people like myself, we're kind of stuck in a niche. It's still a relatively wide niche in that sense. I mean, there are lots of stuff you can do with it, but it's not like this. I couldn't do a plant video on YouTube and have it like do remotely well. So that's why I love about Twitch. It's so much easier to do variety content. I really do enjoy it, and it's also this kind of live feel I really like. Just getting really close with the fans who stay here and watch. It's really cool. It's really cool. I love the experience. I love the poll. Let's see. Have you any advice on keeping plants like that humidity indoors? I killed my rosemary last year. One thing you can do, I've mainly done it with small plants, is just take a small plastic glass essentially, and you just put it on top of it like this in the pot. That's mainly for small plants though. Apart from that, it's kind of tricky. I suppose the spray bottle works relatively well, but it's a very manual way of doing it. So not any super good tips apart from those two really. You could, if you have a good sunny window in your bathroom, you could consider that. Now drawing a cottage core clicky. It's awful, but I love it. Aww. He's already going to receive a fursuit one section at a time. So I don't think we need to worry about the post office. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I forgot that about the P.O. box. Oh, that's going to be a nightmare. The amount of fursuits I'm going to get. I love this plant care lesson with Clive. Where did the name Clive come from anyway? Do you love / like us? Yes, of course I do. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. Aww. I'm just keeping up with chat. This is beautiful. Hello, I follow and watch you on YouTube. I just recently got Twitch, so I followed you. That is beautiful. Valkina, welcome to the stream. I do hope you enjoy your stay. I think Clive could pull off any aesthetic. Ooh, very, very good, very num-num. I think I might get a lemon tree. I could highly recommend it. Lemon trees they're difficult to take care of, in the sense that they are quite vulnerable to bugs and that kind of thing. But if you do manage to get it to survive, the smell it gives off when it has flowers, it's one of the most amazing smells ever. Your whole house or apartment will just smell beautiful. It is so nice. It's so nice. The tree looks really pleasant too. Has a nice bark, like super nice, half thick, like dark green leaves. It's a really nice tree. They're super nice. A little bit tricky to take care of. They're quite sensitive, but they're very nice. Very nice. Can you upload the plant tips on the second channel? Because there are some gems in here. Oh yeah, I might upload this video. That's a good idea. I could upload the barbecue stream too. That would be fun. Although the audio in the barbecue stream was probably a bit too crappy to upload as a VOD to justify it. So maybe next time. But this one, yeah, for sure. Every time Clicks read something I write, I feel the power grow inside me. Like I can do anything. It gives me the feeling that I can fly. I'm not going to try it though. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Don't try it. Unless it's like in Minecraft. Get in the Elytra. It's fun. Trust me. When life gives you lemonade, you make lemonade? Gives you lemonade, do you make lemonade? Do you? The lemonade, I mean? What? Or make a lemon tree. If life gives you lemons, plant a lemon tree. Yes, indeed. I have a sapling of an orange. It's surviving well. Oh, that is really nice. That is so cool. I love that. Did you know that there's an album called The Click? Actually, yes. I have a playlist with it. It's a really good album. I love it. It's so good. It's from our what's the band called? AJR? That's the band, right? I can never remember which order the letters come in, but AJR, I think it is. Really good album. Really good album. I love the vibe. Yes, AJR. Thank you. I love the vibe of that album. I love the vibe of it. Lemon trees are so nice. My dog took mine out completely off the soil and is still alive. Yeah, I did that when my lemon tree had bugs, the one I used to have. I took it completely out of the soil and took it out in the yard and sprayed it with a hose. And I thought it fixed it, but sadly the bugs came back. They must have laid like eggs in the bark or something. So it ended up dying, sadly. But yeah, it happens. Hey Silky, welcome to the stream. If life gives me lemons, I'll throw them back to life. I aren't asking for no lemons. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. We can make lemon juice and pour it on life's ice. Yeah, that sounds about right. Clive, the tech support guy. Thank you. Also the plant support guy and cat support guy, it seems like. Ooh, I might order a burger today. Oh, that would be nice. I haven't had a burger in a while. Yes, I have the served burger. I actually worked out today, and I did plants, so I have deserved a burger, I think. Ooh, Nomad. Hello, Nomad, you beautiful bean. Hello, plant. Hello, Nomad. Do you want me to put your toes in soil as well? Yum, yum. Make you grow big and strong. I might cut off some, excess limbs that grow out of you, so you grow compact and powerful. What do you say? Treat yourself to burger. You deserve it. Thank you, Gav the Goblin. Just what my little heart wanted to hear. I used to live in a farm when I was young, and talking about plants like that, oh, it's a nostalgia.
They are super sweet and I eat them like an orange.
Ooh. I'm not sure if I ever have. That sounds really good though. I'm gonna have to try and buy some. That sounds amazing, Tinkerbell. Damn. Vi know Mad TV, no way. Moon Spider. You don't be such a fan person. Oh my god. So if you planted toe beans, what tree would you get? Oh, the tree would be at least a feet tall. Ha ha. Sven gets love and affection at every sweetheart in this chat. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. I just ate salmon burger. Tasted great if you don't like regular burgers. Ooh, that sounds nice. Ooh, that sounds nice. I think I have 20 types of plants. Oh yeah, amen. We can probably relate. Yeah, how many types do I actually have? In here alone, I think I have 8 or 9 different types. And then I know I have a coffee plant. I have another chili plant. Kalid, Hydration Nation, stay moist, everyone, just like your plants. And I have a mango tree. I have a couple of hibiscus bushes. So yeah, something like 20 different ones, I think. And a few different cactuses as well. Cacti. I have to fulfill my duty as a good vibe bringer. Oh, that is nice. You know, I actually like your channel this much because it's cursed. I like whiteboards because they are remarkable. Ah! Well, I see what you did. I like it. I like the puns. It's very punny. Chat is always so wholesome and nice. I love that. I love that. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see now. Can I do this from here? Does this work from here? Let's see. Did that? Oh, it works! Yes, I actually triggered it from my phone. Hell yeah, I'm so good at this. So I'm gonna start rounding off the stream because we are actually done with taking care of the plants. We have done some very wholesome chatting. And yeah, it's a pretty short stream today because all my equipment is basically over here. So today it's really difficult for me to transition into something else because it's going to take me a solid 20 minutes to get all the wires and lightning back to the actual desk. So we are going to raid over to Music Man, a very good streamer. He makes music, he plays Minecraft. Very wholesome person, very nice community. I would highly recommend tossing him a follow if you decide to join me on this raid. Thank you very much for joining me here today. Miss Lisa, thank you.
To my mom to explain how great Twitch is.
Oh, that is good. Yeah, this is really a family-friendly stream, this one with the plants. This is really nice. And thank you everyone for vibing. Thank you everyone who showed up for the stream. It was a little bit experimental, but I really liked it. This had a really good vibe, and thank you all for making the vibe everything that it is. And thank you everyone who supported me, who tossed subs at the channel, who tossed biddies. All those things are absolutely amazing, and you make it possible for me to do this as a job. Have an awesome rest of your day, and take care.